how much influence does the media have with the narrative that is being put out there about COVID-19?
Well, you have to think about the nature of news media today. They're in business to make a profit. So for years, I've been around the news media, and I had my mother's cousin won the Pulitzer Prize. I've been friends with extraordinary people who've been at the forefront of this. Peter Jennings at ABC had become a wonderful friend, and I could name drop a lot of people from whom I've been inspired, and they've been very generous to me and sharing opportunities to have a look behind the scenes. So keep in mind, very often, even the people that present the news don't have the ultimate editorial control over it. You might have a very sincere reporter or journalist who really wants to tell the truth about a story objectively in a balanced way that really is fair reporting. But by the time it gets to their editor or producer or the publishers or the owners of the media at the top, they have agendas. And they all have agendas. If you were to make a notation of every single media outlet, you would find that within those organizations are people that have a certain, shall we say, slant or bias or presupposition. Every human being has that. But if you don't know that going in, this is why read widely. I read sources that I don't necessarily agree with their editorial position, but I want to know what they're saying, and I want to exercise critical discernment and judgment so that I can make decisions that are merited by the my own perceptions. I don't simply want to react to something and then not hear the critics. I've had my mind changed before, and it's essential that we be able to do that. One thing I'll give you here that's really helped me is something my father, who's in his 90s now, gave me as a piece of advice, which is really extraordinary. And he said, "Son, be careful about the opinions you hold, because soon those opinions will hold you." And the fact is, you don't realize it. Now, having wisdom in an opinion is not a bad thing, but being measured, there's wisdom in the counsel of many. And I think sometimes there's something in our sinful nature, our pride, our hubris, like, how dare you question me? And that maybe you're presenting me with a fact that contradicts something I have believed in or been passionately or ardently, but we have to listen with discernment. Keep in mind, the devil's a whisper and sows doubts. Hath God said? But that we can also say with a measured sense of discernment, uh, hath God said? Because we want to know what God said. We are people of the book. So we believe that there's a wisdom and transcendent understanding of life that comes from outside the sphere of mere cognitive intelligence. Human beings are obviously fallible, so we have to make account for that. But we have to make allowances for people's failings and still be able to learn from one another. I'm sounding terribly philosophic.